What I don't understand is how you can justify it through the Constitution of the United States. There's nowhere in the Constitution that talks about having education or education being a primary responsibility of the federal government.
Right.
And in fact, it pretty much says, all the things that aren't discussed in here should go back to the states and then to the locals, right? So if you look at the whole Department of Education, it is a huge fiction that's created to support a mob. And the mob is the teachers union. And there is no other reason to have the Department of Education except to hire 4,400 bureaucrats in Washington, D.C., tell everybody else what to do, but not teach a single individual child. And so when President Trump comes out with this is not original to him. This has been talked about for decades, literally. You're correct. It is not going to be a snap of the fingers and it's all done. There are some things you have to peel back and roll back. However, he has a mandate. And with the new Congress, both in the Senate and the House, I think they're going to move fast on some of these things. And when you've got a guy like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy who have said they're going to come in and dismantle the federal government, I can see some big changes happening fairly quickly. And if you look back a year ago in Argentina, we had the same sort of experiment happen where Javier Milei came in as president. Basically, he had that big, thing. We're just going to rip all those departments away and we can't get rid of them. He did it, but he's like, no, it's going to take some time. They have actually shown that the growth in Argentina is up to 8.5% growth, which is unheard of for a lot of federal governments. Their budget deficit is near the bottom, lowest it's ever been. And the country's actually surviving. Not to say that the Department of Education at the federal level in DC is going to have the same sort of simplistic, deconstruction. But I honestly am in the camp that it's not that complicated.